Played through one quarter in this one. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Edey comes in for Jackson, and it's Kennard in for Pippen. Wilson's checked in for Brooklyn. Scott comes in for Williams. Here's Brooklyn. They're on an 11-3 run. Richard, for years, the Grizzlies team motto was grit and grind. You think that shifted?
They're a little bit flashier now, but they still have that underdog spirit. That's what grit and grind is about. They're always out to prove themselves.
On the floor for the Nets, they've got Johnson. Trendon Watford is out there with DeAnthony Melton. And it's Wilson in at power forward. And here's Morant outside. Gets the three to fall. Morant's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. There's the triple. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Kennard outside. Pass to Edey. Aldama outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Aldama's got 5 points now this quarter.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Wilson passes to Scott. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Grizzlies trail by 14. Aldama outside. This one for 3. Wilson grabs the board. The Nets have gotten 7 of their first 9 shots to drop during the second. Here's Scott. From outside, off the mark. Memphis has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Here's Morant. Morant with the close-range bucket.
A point guard with length. Morant can do a little bit more than just handle himself inside.
Johnson, and some very quick points for him on that possession. Johnson's got 7 points in the game.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Here's Kennard. Brooklyn pulls it in. This is the first they're seeing of Memphis.
They split the 2 games they played last year. Both teams really struggled to find wins throughout the season.
And that seems about right. Last season was one that both teams would like to forget. They get beat up a lot and couldn't even beat up on each other.
Let's send it over to Allie for a report on MP.
Thanks, guys. MP is so excited to be here in the NBA. He's aiming for the top of his rookie class. He told me pregame, growing up in Plainview, I dreamed of playing in this league. So just being here is special. We'll see how he performs. Brian?
Well, Allie, I can't wait to see this kid's career develop.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. This game coming after a loss versus the Bulls.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
This is big losing Bang, probably one of the strongest knockdown three-point shooters in the league. Rare combination, not easily replaced.
And switching gears now to that first half. What a difficult start for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Where's the perimeter D?
That does it for halftime.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find checked in for Memphis. And the Nets also making a change. Scott's checked in for Williams. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Pass to Kennard. Good on the 13-footer. Kennard's got his second bucket on the night.
Found some space to get off the mid-range, and he'll do damage from there if you let him.
Santi Aldama out there with Jackson. Then it's Edey. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. This will be his fourth shot at the line here in this one. Free throw no good for Claxton. RJ just playing at a faster pace, work the same in the regular season as it does in the playoffs?
Depends on the opponent. Teams that like to slow it down and can be methodical in the half court can make it a slugfest. You have to be ready for that.
To the wing, right side. Here's Scott. Nails it from beyond the arc. Scott's got 16 points.
He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's sad.
And here's Morant. He has 6. Morant with the slam!
Ooh, as usual, Morant bringing down the house.
And how about our AT&T 5G slam cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. Pass to Scott. Lets it go from deep. And no good. 6 for 9 from the field now. Melton against Morant. 1:16 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Shot clock at 6. Morant elevates at the rim.
It's just so much fun to watch Ja fly. The way this man can take off is so impressive.
Outside Johnson. Lets the 3 fly. Buries it from 3. Scott's got 19 points.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Pass to Edie. Jackson outside. Here's Morant. Here's Edie. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Just a big play at this juncture of the game. Second chance points could be the key for them.
Impressive effort right there. That's what they need to mount a comeback. Scott can't get it to go. Grizzlies trail by 15. And here's Morant outside. Here's Edie. And he jams it home with authority.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One, they'll try and
count it!
Yes, he can.
Yeah.
Now that's how you end the quarter.
And so it's Brooklyn earning this break in the action, up 10. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. We'll be right back after this word. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for the Nets as we get the fourth quarter going. They've got Trendon Watford, DeAnthony Melton out there with Johnson. And it's Wilson in at the power forward position. And the basket by Clark.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Here's Wilson, guarded by Aldama. Shot's good by Scott. Scott's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
Here's Pippen. Three-pointer, no good. Nets leading by 13. Melton with the ball. Shot is up. Again, the Nets score.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Well, the Grizzlies shooting the ball at 48% so far. Clark finds Morant. Back to Clark. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Here's Pippen. And a miss there on the triple.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
Pass to Scott. There's the three. Sinks it from distance. Scott's got 16 in the second half.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Timeout, Grizzlies! The Nets haven't been to the conference finals since 2003. Richard, can you name someone on that team?
There was a 22-year-old dude named, I think it was Richard Jefferson, but most people have never heard of him. But seriously, the Nets have had some great players over the last 20 years. They just haven't had that same team success.
Brooklyn making a switch here. Nick Claxton, he's checked in for Watford. Johnson comes in for Wilson. Thomas, he's checked in for Johnson. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Melton. Thomas. And Brooklyn again with a bucket.
Well, after an uneven first half, he's managed to right the ship and get things going.
Outside Morant. They need this. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Johnson. Here's Scott. And the Nets, another 3.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
From deep, Morant. The rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Russell, the pass to Scott. 4-3. The rebound by Jackson. For Memphis, they've got 1 out of 6 shots to fall in this final quarter. Not ideal. Morant finds Jackson. Jackson, the screen. Kennard for 3. Yes! And a nice assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one.
You don't expect this from Jackson Jr. He catches them by surprise by passing it.
Pass to Johnson. Outside Russell. Here's Scott. Here's the 3. He drops it from range. Scott's got 35.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Nets.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Mr. Perfect.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
Morant against Russell. Morant, no good.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, but right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
And that one drops. Scott's got 40 points.
And, guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Kennard for 3. He's off on that one. Scott passes to Thomas. Here's Scott, defended by Kennard. Off the mark there with a 3. So we see the Nets taking the W here. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.